beautiful sunroom renovation is now complete. Hello old house friends, and welcome back to Vintage Bungalow. This is it, the final reveal of our beautiful vintage sunroom makeover. Now if you are new to our channel, my husband Rick and I purchased our 1927 bungalow in October of 2024, and so far we've done a very thoughtful renovation to our kitchen, and the second room has been this sunroom. And so far I've painted the paneling that was like a dark plastic, a beautiful soft sage green, and I also laid this beautiful faux marble look flooring done on the diagonal, and oh my gosh, it turned out so nice. Also behind me, I've also added some wallpaper to some cute little built-in bookcases, and in today's video we're going to tie it all up and we're going to finish it all. I purchased 4 sheer curtain panels, and I cut them in half because I needed 8. I wanted 2 curtain panels per window. The rod pocket was only 1 inch, and I needed it to be 2 inches, and so I used my seam ripper to open it up.
Apart there.
Well, this could be a fire hazard.
Well, flames start coming out of it. Well, yeah, we don't know how old these outlets are, but they must be pretty old, or they got overheated. But this one has 2 wires on each side, so it's obviously a pass-through, and so it may have just been overstressed cramming it in the box. And all this wire is like number 12, and it's harder to work with than 14. It's like the cables they used on the Mackinac Bridge, I think, them wires.
Oh, jeez. There we go. Number 2 of 4 outlets done in this room.
Here we have a beautiful melted light fixture.
I know, it's terrible.
And I think it just pulls down. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, there's a box in there.
Okay, isn't that a beauty? She got a new chunk of stuff.
I know.
Just put that in there, give it a little touch-up paint.
No. It has a reflector thing at the top.
It's made out of real metal, so it's got to be pretty old.
Right, because not everything's plastic today. Okay, so the problem is you need to be careful with these ceiling tiles because they're 9x9. We don't know how old they are. More than likely they have asbestos, so we really don't want to disrupt it. I mean, as long as you're not grinding it up and sniffing it, you're okay, but we want to be careful with it.
This is really, really odd. It's got some kind of pipe going that way, hooked to the light fitting.
Oh, geez.
So this is nothing like I expected.
And I have this beautiful light fixture to put up here, and I don't know, with the beautiful medallion to go underneath it, and I don't know whether that's going to work in this space. This was a covered porch. Originally, this wasn't, you know, meant to be an interior room.
Okay, something good news, something that maybe went into wood here. could get to the end of that wire without having to reach clear into the living room. We might have a shot at losing out, but okay, so we had to put a new junction box up there because the fixture had one that was built into it, the old light fixture, and that had all come out. And the wire's back in there a ways. So put a new box in and we hooked another little piece to it to finish the installation of the light. This is part of the old light, and this was going back into the wall, and it was embedded into a square box. So the outside part with the box on it is where the wire stopped. Well, our new one has to go to the center of the hole. So these are the next things that are going in there. This is going to go up on the 2x4, and then this will attach from the bottom, and then we can run the wire in, attach the medallion, attach the light fixture, and it will all be good. Okay, we got the top piece screwed into the 2x4. Now we're gonna screw this piece in, and that should be fun. Right there. Hey. So now you can see that we have the bottom piece for the light fixture on. Now I'm going to attempt to put the medallion on and put the bottom part of the fixture on, the pretty part.
We are putting a beautiful Edison style type bulb in this fixture because it's fitting for an old house.
Well, we can't do that first, we have to do this first.
Right, we have to put the dome on first actually, and it's all glass, cut glass, and it's beautiful. And it's open on the bottom. The bottom's completely open on it, so we can just, it'd be really easy to change the bulb. Rick is going to hit the switch. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks beautiful. It does. It looks beautiful.
That looks really good.
Oh my gosh, and look at the pretty light that it puts on the ceiling too. Oh my gosh, this is so much better than that plastic burnt up fixture that was in here before. Oh my gosh, I love it. The cover to this radiator is actually metal, and the previous owners had someone come in and paint it to look like wood. Some of the paint had chipped off of it, so I took a brown permanent marker to touch it up. I purchased a couple of curtain panels on Amazon, and these are Waverly, and they're really nice. Now these have already been washed, and look how nice they look. They are great material to use for upholstery. It's like a thick woven material, and I knew that this would look great to cover my 2 seat cushions for my big white wicker chairs. Now a little backstory. Number one, these chairs are very old. They're at least 100 years old, maybe more, and they were left in a house that we bought about 10 years ago. The owners just left them in the basement. Lucky me. And they're beautiful chairs. The problem is I can't fit both of them in my sunroom because it's a petite little room and these chairs are big. So I'm going to put one of them in there with the settee. And I also have my white chair, a wicker chair that has the blue cushion. Now this one is special to me because it was purchased 42 years ago when I was expecting my first baby. And so I knew I wanted to have that chair in my sunroom. Now this is a rocker, and what happened was I popped the rockers off the bottom because they were really large and you needed to have the rocker way out away from the wall. And again, my sunroom was too tiny for that. So I also had one more little white wicker chair, super adorable. This one I found on the side of the road probably 15 years ago now, and it was already white, but it was really beat up. So I brought it home and I repainted it, you know, cleaned it all up, and I just love this little chair, and it's really old as well. And I have just enough material left from that same curtain panel to recover the seat for that little chair. Now what I did was I cut the hem off of the curtain panel on the top and on the bottom when I made the 2 cushion covers for the big white wicker chairs, and I also cut off the side seams as well. So these I'm going to make a little ruffle to go around the bottom of the chair pad, and then these are going to be ties to hold it into place. I already had these 5 picture frames and they were painted white, so I bought a can of spray paint and I painted them in antique gold. When I was laying the flooring in this room, I just kept thinking of the game Clue. I don't know, it just reminded me of it. It's a game that I played as a kid, and I played it with my children, and now I play it with my grandkids. The candlestick, Rick made those. I have a pair of them, and he made them in his 20s, and they are solid brass and super heavy and absolutely could be used as a weapon. Everything in this room has meaning to me. The 3 pink vases my daughter gave me for Mother's Day several years ago now, and I love them. And the beautiful translucent flower in the tallest one my son gave me for Mother's Day, and I love that because I'll have it forever and it always looks nice. I have a lot of plants in this room. Some of them I had already, and then I purchased a few new ones as well to put in here. And that's what really makes this sunroom, is all of my beautiful plants. Now the artwork, I am a Francophile, absolutely, and the 3 smaller gold framed pieces, 2 are Manet's and 1 is a Renoir, and I chose them because I love French Impressionism for one, but there's always a lot of nature involved, and I also loved the ladies' beautiful dresses. The little tiny frame that's in green, my cousin gave that to me many years ago now, and he picked it up, I think at an estate sale. I don't have any background on it other than it's really old, and I really like it, and I think it looks great in here. Now the other piece of artwork that's in the larger gold frame, that is a print, and that is from the UK, and you can see the tower in the background is St. Andrew's Cathedral, and I just thought that the colors would look really nice in this room, and it does. I absolutely love the print in this room. Now the little pillow, the Wizard of Oz pillow, my sister gave that to me probably 15 or 20 years ago now because she knows I love the Wizard of Oz, and it's one of my favorite pieces. And the little fairy girl, that was my mother-in-law's, and we inherited that, and I absolutely love her, and she looks perfect out in this room. I could not be happier with the way that this makeover turned out in this sunroom. I love the soft sage green walls. I think they look beautiful. The flooring absolutely makes this room. I am in love with this faux marble floor. I just think it looks stunning. And I love the little cafe curtains. I think that those sheer white curtains just give this room a little bit of whimsy. And it's also practical because we live in town, and we live on a corner of a fairly busy intersection. And even though the speed limit is 25, there's a lot of cars that go by. And without having any curtains in here, you really felt like you were sitting in a fishbowl. And so this is the perfect solution because it still lets all kinds of light in, but it makes it to where nobody can really see in here at all during the day. And even at night, they really can't see through these curtains. So that worked out really, really well. The light fixture, oh my gosh, what a huge improvement, because the old one was plastic and it was burning and it was melting, so anything was an improvement, but I love the glass dome, and this was a very inexpensive light fixture on Amazon, but it looks so nice in here, and I'm really glad that I chose that one. The mirror, the antique mirror, it's super old. I got it at a little antique store several years ago now, maybe 7, 8 years ago, and the paint finish on it is original and it's very delicate. So when I clean it, I have to be super careful that I don't knock any of the paint chips off, because more than likely it probably does contain lead.
Got to go over the little lip.
And I will be painting that little block of wood green. Now, a funny story about this mirror. When my granddaughter was about 3 years old, she would come over to my house and she would say, "Grandma, lift me up. I want to look into the magic mirror." And it's so funny because at 3, I don't think she'd even seen any Disney movies yet that would give some sort of reference to her about a magic mirror. But the thing is that now I always refer to this as the magic mirror. It will always be the magic mirror. I feel very lucky and fortunate and very blessed to have this beautiful little sunroom and be surrounded by all of the things that I love here in this room. I am going to be taking a little bit of time away from YouTube. Rick and I did the kitchen and the sunroom back to back without any break. And my poor yard, I need to get out there. I have a lot of yard work to do. Also, I've neglected my house a little bit as well. I need to do a bunch of cleaning inside my home. And also I need to get out to the motor home and get it cleaned out and set up, because we hope to go camping a few different times this summer. And if you're new to my channel, I have Crohn's disease, and I've really kind of been struggling, and my medication hasn't been working. So I've had a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of tests and a lot of things going on. So I'm in the process of getting that all straightened out. But I will be back, and I'm not sure what my next project's going to be. It's either going to be the dining room or it's going to be the stairs, the original staircase in the living room. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to go, but I will be back. And in the meantime, Rick and I would like to thank all of you so much for watching today's video. And we love you guys, and we'll see you all soon. Goodbye.